Hey y'all, it's been a while, and this isn't a game I usually play. Usually I'm playing one of those gacha games, but today I'm actually playing a gay Touhou fan game. Um, and for the uninitiated, I should probably give at least a little bit of intro as to, who these characters are in case you're unfamiliar. These two characters are not actually in the Touhou games. They're from the music CDs, which are canon and have stories attached to them. And they're very gay. Oh, I guess I may as well say this game was from the Touhou Pride Game Jam from last year, I believe. I will link to the page to download it in the description on itch.io if you would like to play as well. Definitely support. There's a lot of good games in there, so if you want to check out the others as well, there's like a link on the page that will also link you to the rest of the games in that collection. Anyways, so with the brief intro, the character on the left to the side here, and also down here, is called Maribel Hearn, or Mary Berry Hearn, or Han, or Mulberry. There's a lot of ways you could spell her name. Unlike most Touhou characters, she does not have an official romanization of her name yet. Most people go with Maribel. I have seen some people use Mary Berry, but most people go with Maribel for her name. She is very interesting because as the CDs, the music CDs have been coming out and the story has been expanding, there's been compounding evidence that either she is a different version of this character, Yukari, or she will eventually become her, or she was her. There's a lot of weird time shit going on. It's a little confusing, but basically, just so you know, I didn't play very far in this game before, but I do know that the connection between these two characters are coming up. Just so you know, Yukari is a yokai, so she has a lot of magical abilities, particularly relating to manipulating borders. And now Maribel, she can see borders and she can see past them, or at least that was the case at the beginning. As the CDs have gone on, her powers have gotten stronger and she started being able to move through them. Which is why it's kind of implied that she's maybe a past version of Yukari, but nothing is canon yet, nothing is official yet, so it's a lot of mystery stuff, but most people are thinking that they are probably the same person, but in which way it's a little confusing. It's not clear. Now on the right here, we have Renko Usami, also over here on the side, just for another picture. And Renko doesn't really have special powers like this. Well, sort of. She can look up at the stars and tell exactly where her location is. She's basically a walking GPS in that way, but only if she can see the stars, I think. I don't remember if she can do it during the daytime. But she doesn't have, extreme special powers. And even though she has some visual resemblance to the main character, Reimu, a character who got introduced later, Sumireko, is actually implied to be her some sort of ancestor. Both people I've seen tend to assume that she's probably her grandmother or great-grandmother. Again, weird time shit goes on. Sumireko is from the present. Maribel and Renko are from the future. But Maribel has gone to Gensokyo, which if you don't know about Touhou and Gensokyo, you should probably at least get a little bit of that. Basically, it's a fantasy world that's separated from the rest of the world. Anyway, Maribel has gone to Gensokyo in the present and in the past, so a lot of time shit's going on there. Anyway, you don't need to worry about Sumireko for this game, probably. Again, I haven't finished it, so I don't know. But anyway, let's get started. Yes, as usual. Oh, I tried not to smack my buttons so hard. I don't know if you could hear that. I don't plan to do that. Yeah. Okay. Am I? Can can you hear me? I can definitely see you. Aha. Huh? You are waking up, I presume? Allow me to help you out of your slumber. Who am I? That's irrelevant. Who even are you? How would you dare be honest with yourself? You don't... Would you dare face yourself? You don't. Your nightmares, do you speak to them? Oh, they speak to you? Behind you? Who is that? Huh. That is... Can you see me? Can you hear me? Region? You cannot run from your nightmares. What are you doing? Trying to run from problems? You'll let them take over? Perhaps I was wrong all along. To be defeated by your own delusions. What a disappointment. Although I expected nothing more from the likes of you. Now, go on. Wake up already. What was that? This is getting out of hand. If I tell Renko, will she just worry more? This bookshelf contains my personal collection of occult and astronomy books. Not the creepy necromancy kinds, of course. Renko and I worked really hard to decipher the meanings of my dreams have, as shown by all these notes scattered about. I hope you feel happy now, Miss Ivy. Hope you feel happy now, Mr. Pepperoni. Pepperobia? I haven't heard of that. Oh. Okay. Yes. Good morning, Mary. How did you sleep? Tell me everything. Good morning, Renko. Can we talk about the dream later? My mind is not quite clear yet. Ah, you don't make it sound like it went well. Anyways, we'll leave that for later, sure. Would you like to have ice cream today? I hear a new type of flavor is on sale right now. Ice cream? What new flavor? I admit I am craving for anything to get in my stomach. Wise decision, Miss Mary. Come along with me. Honey ice cream, huh? What an outlandish thing! Not like it's more outlandish than your dreams! That's fantasy novel material, all of it. Actually, why don't you do just that? I'm sure it could earn you a fortune. Writing a novel about my dreams? Are you nuts? I'll be taken for a weirdo, I'm sure. What's wrong with being a weirdo, really? I'm proud of being your weirdo friend. She's actually right. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have any other friend. When I decided to tell her about my dreams, she's not dismissive them and make fun of me. You know what? I'm giving you something. Back at your bedroom, there's something I've hidden. Something for you to find. You've hidden something in my bedroom? How? When? Just like you have your secrets, Maribel, I have my own. Mary, you have ice cream under your nose. Eee! I got lost in thought. Anyways, let's go sit somewhere. More eating, less talking before the ice cream melts. Huh? Mary? What is it? Did you just see a ghost? Maybe? I could have sworn something over there just vanished in a blink. Really? Something disappeared? Let's go see. Here, hold my ice cream. What is it that disappeared, you say? A bush? A sign? I couldn't quite get a clear enough glimpse of it. So, you just noticed something moving really fast? Yes, I think. But that could have been anything, I suppose. Let's return home. It was surely nothing. I'd like to finish the notes we began last time. Sure, sure! Get to move around. And shift. So I'm gonna... This is a very minor point, but I do want to point out technically, Renko calling Maribel by her full name goes against canon because she calls, like, in the music studio she calls her Mary because she can't pronounce her full name, which, to be fair, according to the katakana, it's supposed to be Mighty Betty, which is a little weird to say. Sell to a vending machine? Or maybe not, I'm not blacked out after all. This weird ice cream actually hits the spot! Good here. Now, what have we here today? First, let's try to pinpoint where the Dreamland is with the data I've collected since last week. Dreamland? But you said it happens called it Gensokyo. Or did you forget that already? Gensokyo. Yes, you're right. What I've noticed is, every time I land in Gensokyo, it's always dark. Nighttime. Just before I awaken, I can clearly see it's near dawn. Uh-huh. Then this dimension shares time zones with us? How convenient! Things also seem to slightly change from dream to dream. It's almost as if my presence in the dream is not prevented from progressing. Now what kind of dream is that, where the dreamer does not matter at all to the plot? That sounds counterintuitive. I agree. For a dream, it's hardly consistent with itself. It's gotten pretty late. Let's continue conspiring about dimensions tomorrow. Good night! Good night, Renko. What's this? A paper doll? It looks just like Renko. Could this be what she had hidden? It's adorable. I'll sleep tight to it. Okay. Obtained Renko paper doll. And I think I'll end it off here at the first save point. Oh, there's a lot of files. I'll just go over file 1. Yeah. Oh, no, don't continue! Alright. Okay, and we will pick up here again next time. See you then! Bye-bye!